Hello everybody, and today we're doing What If Deku Had a Demon Quirk, Part 1. And before we start, since the premiere thing that I've been using recently has been pretty cool, hello to all the live chat viewers, by the way. And I'd just like to say, comment below if you want this series to get a part 2 or the cat series that I did yesterday. Or, maybe continue the lightning quirk. And whatever has more requests will do. Okay, on to the video. Hey everybody, so we start this video off when Deku was firstborn. Kind of like in Naruto, guys. Izuku had been born right after a massive attack on the city. But it was by a villain, though. Not much less his father. It was all for one, obviously. And Izuku was looked down upon. They hated him. So Izuku, who was also with his mother at the time, usually cling on to her because they were super tight. But one day, when the villagers started chasing after Izuku, his mother tried to protect him, but that didn't go the best for her. She ended up getting shot, and she died because of it. She tried to protect Izuku, and these citizens hated Izuku because the villain, all for one, had killed their families, destroyed relationships, and completely destroyed businesses and buildings, along with nearly killing the #1 hero, All Might, which everyone looked up to. So yeah, Izuku was always called a demon growing up because he was an orphan now. But he didn't like the orphanages, so he just lived on the streets. But one day, when he was 4, when he was walking around, he was grabbed by the head, and Izuku, not feeling anyone grab his head, like, what, who's holding me? As the man's like, you really are a demon, kid. You've even got the horns and wings to show it. As Izuku's like, what? As he sees in his hand a purple light that is overtaking his hand, and he then feels where the man's hand was, and he feels his horns. And finally, to complete what the man had said, he looks behind him to see wings. Izuku's like, oh, isn't that just odd? As he jolts his arm back and shoots out whatever the purple mist was on his arm. When it hits the man gets shot back, and he's really hurt by it, actually. But Izuku actually feels better when he hurt the man. And Izuku's like, why do I feel that way? Is it my quirk? As the wound he had on his arm from a fight began healing, as Izuku was like, this is interesting. As the man's like, how dare you, kid? As he gets out his shotgun, like, now this is for my brother, as he begins running at him. As Izuku's like, no, I can't end like this. As he covers his entire front body with his wings, and the wings are shot 3 times, completely defending against the bullets, before Izuku unveiled himself and charged over to him and rammed one of his horns into the man's chest before the man ran off after that. Izuku thinking, now I am literally a demon. Why does this have to make so much sense? As Izuku, feeling scared for some reason, is like, what is this feeling? As he sees in the other alleyway, while Izuku is climbing up some stairs to get onto the roof, he sees a man coming over to a different alley, and he sees it's his father. But Izuku, being terrified because he knows what his father did, he's like, oh no, is he trying to get me? As he sees his father talking to some other boy with whitish blue hair, very light blue, and the kid has red eyes, as Izuku could see. And Izuku thinking, oh my gosh, what's he going to do to that child? As Izuku watching, as Shigaraki is followed by All for One, and they meet each other. So yeah, that's how that works out. And yeah. So Izuku now, still on the run from all the citizens, made his way over to a tree nearby where his school was. Obviously, him being the number one villain's son was quite sheltered by the Hero Society. But the Heroes Association tried to keep him in line to be a hero as much as they could, even with his demon quirk. Izuku usually was walked with bodyguards who did still hate him with a passion. But he was sometimes escorted by heroes who had nothing to do with him, which he loved that. And yeah, so at this preparatory school, Izuku learned everything, the basic stuff, but mainly it was how to use your quirk and train it better. It was like the gifted and talented program. Like, if you have a very strong quirk, you go into the special program to make it better. It's kind of like the military program that Hawks was in, but, not. Anyway, Izuku, being number one in his class, obviously, with his very strong demon quirk. Izuku, though, one day, when he was training, his mist got out of control. And when he shot it out at one of the children, it didn't come off. The mist that did a lot of damage, it hit the child already. As Izuku went to retract it, it kept attacking the child. It actually grew a sword on the end and started trying to stab the child, as Izuku's like, I can't control it, as he tries to yank his arm backwards. He even tries to use his wing to cover the mist up, but nothing's working. As Izuku eventually gets in front of the kid, as the sword was about to go through him, as he takes the blow to himself, like, it's my problem, kid. You don't have to suffer for an issue that I could have resolved. As the kid's like, thank you, Izuku. As Izuku's like, no problem. As he quickly fell unconscious. One of the teachers dragged him along the the hallways and to the nurse's office, because this teacher also hated him. But he gets paid extra. Okay, so Izuku, now being quite happy in his elementary school. He's in 2nd grade by now, so around 7 or 8 years old, I'd say. And Izuku, he met this kid called, we'll say he met this kid called Kaminari. Most oftenly referred to as Kaminari, but his name was Denki. And Izuku and him got along quite good. Izuku, though, didn't like some things about him, same as Denki didn't like some things about Izuku, obviously. That's how friendships work. And Izuku and him were very much best friends. Like, they did nearly everything together. Izuku lived in his own apartment, though. He knew how to survive. He lived off of sweets, obviously. But like Naruto, guys, I've been watching a lot of Naruto recently, and Izuku eats lots of ramen. That's usually his number one food. And yeah. So, no. Well, I'll go on for a little more. Izuku and Kaminari over the years grew a strong friendship, and their quirks had become very much powerful. But not as same as Izuku's had grown. Kaminari wasn't in the gifted class. Izuku was. Izuku being in the gifted class, he trained with some pro heroes, obviously. And we'll fast forward all the way to 8th grade for this. But before that, how long? I'll check how long we've been going for and see if a part 2 will happen. Okay. See ya. Okay, guys. So, it seems we'll be leaving off here because, I've hit the amount of time I think I'm pleasant with now. I'm not stretching it and rushing it like I did when I was doing 20 minutes each video. And I feel 10 minutes is a good amount of time. Not too much, not too short. Props to the guys who can do 1 hour videos for their part 1 in every part. Okay, so yeah, that seems it'll be it. Anyways, guys, please like, subscribe, and share this video with someone. I hope. And yeah, I hope you like this video. Subscribe to the channel. This is Otaku signing off. Bye-bye. You never saw.
You've been on my mind, girl, since the flood.